Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Abby, also known as the Makeup Girl. What's up? How y'all doing? So today, I thought I'd do something very, very special. Today, I decided to film a pretty important, big video that I've been wanting to film since like my first video. Like if you go back to my first ever YouTube video I uploaded, like, I mentioned I was gonna film this and then I kept putting it off, and then last week I tried to film this and it didn't work out. So for now I'm finally gonna be able to hopefully film this. I'm filming this on like a camera editing app on my phone. I'm not just filming this on like the camera app, because the camera app actually sucks. But if this works and like if this doesn't give me any trouble, I will start filming on this app, so the other app, my camera roll, doesn't give me any shit. So for now, what we're going to be talking about is serious. I'm just going to warn everyone. It is very important to me and my family, but I'm not gonna talk about my family again. Like, I don't want to talk about my family. I can't talk about my family. I don't have their permission. They don't know I have this YouTube channel. So, let's get started. Also, while I'm doing this, I will be doing some braceleting, looming. Sorry, if you're wondering, it has someone's name on it, and I cannot share that. So, I will start in like 2 seconds, once I figure this whole thing out. Okay, just start there. Okay, it's gonna be a, shit, y'all, hold on. Oh, shit. Oh, hell no. Hold on, y'all. Fuck. Well, hold on. There's a big thing that spilled in water. Alright, I will not worry about that right this second. And move. Whew, sorry, it's whatever. Okay, hi y'all, welcome. So the story I'm going to be telling you about is my kidney disease and like my kidney transplant story. I have my camp shirt on right now, so I won't talk about that necessarily because I filmed a whole other video that won't upload. It's really hard editing, and it's giving me shit again, as usual, like I said. So I was born. Let's start off with the story. Let's just start with the story and do some of these. I want to show you these off. Look at this. I have a bunch, but like I said, my ADHD brain. Oh my god. Okay, so here's the story. I was born November 14th of 2008. So when I was born, I was diagnosed with ARPKD. That stands for, I don't know what the A stands for or the R, but I do know what the PKD stands for. Polycystic kidney disease stands for polycystic kidney disease. What this means is I was born with a bunch of cysts on my kidneys. A cyst it isn't a pimple, really. I mean, it looks like a pimple, but I mean, you really can't get rid of it unless it's with surgical removal. So here's the thing. If you actually, funny enough, if you look at my face, you really can't tell. Maybe you can. right here where I'm pointing, you see a white dot? That's actually a cyst on my face. Now, here's the thing about kidneys and your faces. Kidneys are organs, and they're very important. And if you have cysts on your kidneys, that's deadly. Like, really, really deadly. The bigger the cyst, the more you're gonna die. So, at like 8 days old, I got, not 8 days, yeah, 8 days old, I got both my kidneys removed, which that's rare, actually. That's very rare. Unless you like have to have something that's so wrong with you to have both kidneys removed. So then, yeah, so I had both my kidneys removed. I was born, I stayed in the NICU, and at 8 days old, I went in to have my very first surgery out of like 1,500 that I've had in my entire life. I'm joking about the number, but I am being serious about like this. It's been a lot of surgeries. It's been like close to 100. I've had a lot. So, you know, I was, you know, supposed to die a lot. And I was on I was not on hemo. I was on peritoneal dialysis. There's two types of dialysis. There's peritoneal and there's hemodialysis. Here's the difference. And from the science factor. So peritoneal dialysis, which is the one I was on, it's like at-home dialysis, basically. You do it at home every day, like every night. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to do this. I hope I don't get in trouble from YouTube. But, so basically, this is a big deal. I am showing you my scars. Oh my God. Can't believe I'm doing this on the internet right now, but, well, whatever. So, this right here, this is where my tube was for peritoneal dialysis. I had a feeding tube. No, sorry, that was a catheter, not feeding tube. The NG tube was like through my nose and all of that stuff, all that fun stuff. I had, like I said, I had a catheter. It's a catheter through your stomach, which is that hole that I just showed y'all. And let's see. And this scar is from when they removed both my kidneys at 8 days old, like I said. And then I went on, so hemodialysis is through the chest usually. That's where like most of my friends have it. They have like a chest catheter, like around here or here. The differences, like I said, they're pretty easy differences. When in the hemodialysis, you go to the hospital and do every 3 days. Peritoneal, you do every day, like every night. So I did that. I was on that for 4 years. And then 4.5 years later, on May 20th, 2013, I'm gonna make up a time. This isn't the exact time, but we'll see. We'll just make up a time for now. Also, this is how the bracelet is going. My mom got a call that every parent, every kid waits and dies for and looks forward to since the day you get diagnosed with something really, really big as kidney failure and or on dialysis is they have found a donor for me, which is really, really exciting. It's a really, really big deal. I think what most people don't understand, it is very hard, really, to, find a donor that is, I mean, how do I even explain this? This is so hard. But you go and you have to get, like, a bunch of tests done and make sure you're, like, the match or whatever. And, like, they'll put it, I think, on your, like, driver's license. Like, it'll say, like, organ donor. So it was the right match. The lady was the right match for me. I got it May 21st, 2013 at 5 a.m. I rolled back into the OR, and here's another thing about me that is a little different. So I was very, very small. Very, very, very small. Extremely small. I was actually preemie. Now that I think about it, I think I was. But I was very, very, very small and very, very light. So what they did, they took the kidney. I have one kidney. Like I explained earlier, they took both the kidneys at 8 days old. I have one kidney. So then they cut me open on my stomach. From here, oh my god, this is so uncomfortable. So they cut me open. You see that big down line? I'm not gonna show you the whole thing because I don't want to get in too much trouble from YouTube. But yes, it's very, very awesome. I have one kidney, and they placed it in the middle of my stomach. They, attached the urethra, no. Sorry, hold on, trying to think. We'll just call them the urine tubes that lead to the bladder and then the urethra. And that's when the pee comes out. Okay, cool. So I got mine 12 years ago. It's so exciting. I'm so beyond blessed to be able to have received a kidney. And I'm so grateful to the people. I'm so beyond grateful to everyone. Sorry. I don't want to cry. I'm trying not to cry. I'm weirdly not crying, which I would have thought I would be crying by now. But I'm not. It's a good job, me. Because another thing about filming this is very emotional. But yes. Yay me. I did it. I got a kidney. I'm alive and I'm healthy. I'm thriving. I actually went to the doctor today. I'm doing great as always. So yeah. I wanted to chit chat about that with y'all, cause it's kind of a big deal. It's been the biggest thing in my life to ever happen. I quit making the bracelet, but whatever. So yes, I'm so happy. I'm so grateful that I get to be alive. I get to be healthy. I get to make all these cool, great content for y'all. I'm so grateful. I just want to say something before I another serious topic before we kind of end it. Just real quickly about the whole donation stuff. Please, if you can, if you're old enough, I don't know what the legal age. I really don't know the legal age. It's probably 18 or 21 or something like that. One of those two. Please be an organ donor. Please, if you are healthy enough, and if it doesn't go against whatever religion you all believe in, which I can't even think of the religion. I don't know. Tell me in the comments, but please, we need. The real fun fact part, sad fact actually, just to get to go into being organ donors. 17% of people die on the transplant list. So, yeah, can we not kill anyone else? Any more people? Especially children? And that's a thing I hear a lot, actually. Do it for the children. Please, seriously. It's so scary to go through something like this as a child, even for myself, who's already had a transplant. You don't know how hard it is. You wake up every day hoping you don't die, hoping that this isn't your last day on Earth. I am so, like I said, so blessed to get to have this amazing kidney, to have the privilege of being alive and healthy. Please. So, I just wanted to say that. Please be an organ donor if you can. We can have a conversation about this whole stuff in the comment section, like I said. But that's, I think, it for today's video. Also, wanted to just show you, just to give you some more happy stuff. I made some bracelets. These are the bracelets that I've been making. There's a charm on a couple of them. Cute, right? Red, yellow, lime green, yellowish. These, so a teal. This one, it's either this one or this one or this one or this one. I think it's either this one or this one. That glow in the dark. One of these two. And then these two. But anyway, yeah, those are some of the bracelets I've been making. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Bye. I love y'all besties. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help me to get to 50 subscribers. Then I can make lives. And I really have such great ideas for when I can create live ideas. Like a bunch of get ready with me stuff. As you can tell, I need to start getting back on the grind of YouTube. But I've been in my opinion, I've been doing pretty good. My last upload was 9 days ago, which isn't that great, but I'm uploading this today, plus filming this today, so you will see this sometime today. Bye.